Dear students, today we are going to discuss the topic that is trigonometry number 2, in which first concept that we are going to study is compound angle. So see, what do you mean by compound angle? Compound angle means it is the addition or subtraction, or you can say sum of two or more angles. Sum or difference of two or more angles is called as the compound angle. An angle formed by sum or difference of two or more angles, that is called as compound angle. Now related to this, here in this lecture we are going to study the compound angles formulae. So let us see the concept, that is compound angles formulae. Very important concept, compound angles formulae. Now first formula that we are going to discuss, that is, see here, first formula: for any two angles A and B, prove that cos of A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. This is called as compound angle formula. See here, A minus B is a compound angle because there is a difference between A and B. So that's why it is compound angle. And now this is the first compound angle formula, that is cos of A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Now we will discuss the proof of this formula, or we will derive this cos A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So let us see now. So for that, consider a standard unit circle. See here, I will explain all the concepts in detail. Consider standard unit circle. Unit circle means having radius 1. So on the coordinate axis system, this is the standard unit circle, that is r is equal to 1. Standard circle means having center at origins. See here, this is the center of the circle. Now to get to derive this formula, now we will consider the point S here. So let us take the point S on the positive x-axis. Now as this is the standard unit circle, the coordinates of point S are 1, 0, because the radius is 1 and it is the point S is on x-axis, so y coordinate is 0. Now we have to consider the angle A and angle B also. Okay, so for our convenience, let us take the point Q here on the circumference of the circle. So let us take point Q. Now with respect to this point Q, we get the angle B. So consider the angle B, which is measured from the positive x-axis. Always we have to measure the angle from positive x-axis, and OQ is a terminal arm of the angle B. So here I will write the measure of angle SOQ is equal to B. Measure of angle SOQ is equal to B. Now with respect to this point Q, we get the angle B. Now as we know that x means x coordinate on the circumference of a circle, for any point on the circumference of a circle, x means r cos theta and y means r sin theta. X coordinate means r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Here r is 1. Remember, here r is 1 and cos theta. Now theta is here B. So what are the coordinates of point Q with respect to this figure? The coordinates of point Q are cos B x coordinate will be cos b, because x is r cos theta, where r is 1 here. So that's why x coordinate is cos b and y coordinate is sin b. So see this figure carefully. We consider the point Q as per our convenience on the circumference of a circle, and if we join OQ, then we get the angle B, which is measured from positive x-axis. And with respect to that angle B, we know that the x coordinate of point Q will be cos B and y coordinate will be sin B. Now next part is we have to consider the point P here on the circumference of a circle. Now with respect to this point P, if we join this OP, see here, if I join OP, then if we measure this angle from positive x-axis, then this will be angle A. For our convenience, we consider the angle A with respect to this point P. Now, as per our previous knowledge, now again the coordinates of point P will be cos A and y coordinate will be sin A. Now we require the difference A minus B. That's why here in this figure, for our convenience, we take the angle B, which is smaller than angle A. Okay, so point with respect to the point Q, we consider the angle B, and with respect to the point P, we consider the angle A. So here I will write measure of angle SOP. Measure of angle SOP is equal to angle A. So this is, first of all, this is our construction. First of all, we have considered the standard unit circle. Standard unit circle means center at origin and radius is equal to 1, and then we consider like this. Okay, now to get the proof of this cos of A minus B, here first of all we will find out the distance PQ. This is the coordinate axis system. So try to find out the distance PQ by using distance formula. Now all of you know that distance formula means under root difference between x coordinate bracket square plus difference between y coordinate bracket square. So in this, with respect to this figure, distance PQ will be, see here, cos A minus cos B bracket square plus sin A minus sin B bracket square. Okay, we get this distance. Now you can write it as PQ square. By taking square on both sides, we get this. So PQ square will be cos A minus cos B bracket square plus sin A minus sin B bracket square. Now expand this and try to simplify. Okay, now by expansion, what will you get? We get, see here, cos square A plus sin plus cos square B minus 2 times cos A into cos B plus, here it is sin square B. See the expansion of next bracket, it will be sin square A plus sin square B minus 2 times sin A into sin B. Now if you observe this step, then here there is a cos square A and here there is a sin square A. So cos square A plus sin square A will be 1. Similarly, here there is cos square B and here there is a sin square B. So cos square B plus sin square B, it is also 1 by fundamental identity, and remaining terms are, see here, minus 2 times cos A cos B and minus 2 times sin A sin B. So you can take minus 2 common and then you can write cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So overall we get this simplification, and that's why we get PQ square. PQ square is equal to 2 minus 2 into bracket cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Say this is equation number 1. Okay. So to get the proof of this formula, first of all we find out the distance PQ, because if we join this PQ, chord PQ, if we join this chord PQ, then with respect to this chord PQ, or angle subtended by arc PQ is nothing but angle A minus B. Just you observe, focus on the angle A minus B as per our assumption. Here we consider this is angle A, this is angle B. So if we join the chord PQ, then with respect to the arc PQ, the angle will be A minus B. That's why here we have calculated the distance PQ. So PQ square is 2 minus 2 times cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B, and consider this is equation number 1. Now see the next part of this proof. Now what we have to do, we have to shift next part. See here, if we shift, so next part is shift OQ to positive x-axis, So next part is, it is the shifting of OQ to positive x-axis. Now after the shifting of OQ to x-axis, positive x-axis, see this figure, we have shifted OQ to the positive x-axis. Hence the point Q will be at the position of point S. Okay, so point Q, new coordinates of point Q will be, now here see, new coordinates of point Q after this shifting will be 1, 0. This is again a standard unit circle, just you shift OQ to positive x-axis, so hence the coordinate will change. So the x coordinate will be 1 and y coordinate will be 0. Now if you observe this figure, then angle QOP, see the measure of angle QOP is nothing but A minus B with respect to the previous figure, but just we have shifted OQ to positive x-axis. So angle made by this point P, because of this OP, the angle QOP is equal to A minus B. Now with respect to this angle A minus B, now the new coordinates of point P will be cos A minus B, x coordinate will be cos A minus B, and y coordinate will be sin A minus B. Now all of you know that after the shifting of OQ to positive x-axis, the coordinates will change. Distance between PQ remains as it is. See, distance PQ will not be changed. Distance remains as it is. Only there will be the change in the coordinates of point Q and coordinates of point P. Whenever you shift any axis, then coordinates changes but distance remains as it is. Now with respect to this figure, try to find out the distance PQ. So what will be the distance PQ here? See, under root, again the difference between x coordinates. So here it is cos of A minus B minus 1 bracket square plus in bracket sin of A minus B minus 0 bracket square. See the difference between x coordinate square plus difference between y coordinate square. Now take the square on both sides, so we get PQ square is equal to, in bracket, cos of A minus B minus 1 bracket square plus sine of a minus b minus 0 bracket square. Now expand this. So after expansion, see here, it will be cos square a minus b plus 1 minus 2 times cos of a minus b. See that this is the expansion of first bracket, plus in next bracket there is only sine of a minus b and its square, so it will be sine square a minus b. Now if you observe this expression, then here it is cos square a minus b plus here it is sine square a minus b, so it will be 1 by fundamental identity. Now here there is a 1, so 1 plus 1 minus 2 times cos of a minus b, and hence we get 1 plus 1, that is 2 minus 2 times cos of a minus b. So we get pq square again with respect to this figure. Say this is equation number 2. Now as you know that distance is same, so that's why after shifting of the after the shifting of the axis, the distance remains as it is. So if you write here from 1 and 2, now from 1 and 2, what will you write? See the equation number 1, the distance is same, so you can compare 1 and 2 as like this. See here, from 1 and 2, 2 minus 2 times cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b, sin a into sin b is equal to 2 minus 2 times cos of a minus b. So equation number 1 is equal to equation number 2 because both are the distance pq. Now if you observe this, then you can cancel this 2, then minus 2 will also get cancelled, and hence what we get, you will get the result or formula, that is cos of a minus b is equal to cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. So hence we get the result, hence proved. So this is the compound angle formula, first compound angle formula, cos of a minus b. Now onwards you remember it as cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. So see the proof carefully. Okay, thank you.